Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for doing this with us. It's so good to see you via the Zoom ether.
I know, it's so good to see you. The last time I saw you was at the Create Cultivate event.
When people could actually congregate.
I know, and here we are, like, in our homes.
In our homes, I know it. How are you doing? How's the family doing with all of this?
You know, I have to say, this is almost 2 weeks. So almost day 14 for me. And it's starting to get to me. The first week I was like, yeah, this is great. I'm at home. Like, this is awesome. I'm chilling. But then, to be honest with you, yesterday was a little, even today, it's a little overwhelming for me. I was meditating because it's one way on how we've been staying sane in the house. And I just started to cry. I literally just started bawling, and that had never happened to me before with like meditation. And I think it's because I was focusing on everyone else and not necessarily myself. I was focusing on how do I keep the kids busy, how I'm making dinner, how do I keep my husband busy, Cairo, just kind of juggling everything and schooling online, that I wasn't able to really tap into my own feelings and what I was going through or feeling about this whole situation. So, we're doing okay.
When you have those moments, those tearful moments, those emotional moments, how do you kind of pull yourself out of that? And what's like the biggest trigger, do you think?
I think, well, first of all, to answer your question on how do I pull myself out of that moment, I have to give a lot of credit to my husband, because we were meditating together and it's something that we've been doing together. And we looked at each other and he was like, Tia, it's going to be okay. We got this. You got this. This will all be over. We just don't know when, but, know that everything will be okay. That's one of the main things that helps me get out of this. It's just a support for my husband. The other question you had asked me, what was the other question you had asked me?
Just you realized you weren't really having enough me time.
Oh yeah, what was the trigger? What was the trigger? So I think the trigger for me is looking at statistics and watching and seeing how quickly this virus is affecting so many people. Just yesterday, I think we were close to 55,000 people in the United States alone. And then also seeing how in China, it's actually affecting us a little differently, meaning that not only the elderly are being affected, but also, children. I think the first casualty of a young person was a few days ago, and I think they were like 18 years
right?
old.
Yeah.
Yes. And just reading that just made me go, oh my gosh, like what is going on? So I would definitely have to say just kind of focusing and honing in on statistics kind of gets me there. And sometimes I just kind of have to just like, also it's good to be informed, but I think it's also important to focus on positivity with all of what's unfortunately going on. And the positive thing is just, hopefully we will have this under control. We're doing, everything that we possibly can do. And just being here with my family has been very, very amazing.
That's the thing about this. The one silver lining, I think, is that people are getting to spend more time with their loved ones, right? Which is really, really special. How are you talking to your kids about what's going on, and how are they doing?
I'm very particular about words and things that I'm saying to them. I have mentioned, of course, the coronavirus and what it is, but I haven't talked to them about the consequences of it. I think that's just too much to put on, Cree. I don't want him to be, incredibly anxious or scared. So, but I am telling him, what the coronavirus is, and it's making people sick, and we have to stay inside because it's very contagious. Make sure we wash our hands, but everything's going to be okay. Mommy and Daddy, we're here for you. So I'm kind of keeping it very brief.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to keep everything light and positive for him. I don't think he'll be able to handle what's really going on.
Sure. I mean, he's young. Is he asking questions like, why aren't I in school right now? That kind of thing?
Yes, so he is. So he has asked the question, Mommy, why can't I go to school? And I told him because of the corona outbreak. And I said, it's very contagious and we don't want anybody else, getting sick, and we don't want anybody else also, spreading the virus. So we have to stay home. I did tell him that it was going to be for a very long time. But I have to say, my son has been a G. And what I mean by that means gangsta. But what I mean by that is he's really adapted very well with online schooling. It's for 3.5 hours and he loves the way it's set up. You actually get to see all of the kids online, and he sees his teacher, and it just makes him laugh. It kind of takes his mind away from what's going on. So he's been doing very well adjusting with that. He's also been able to play a lot of video games, and we've been doing a lot of TikToking like family. So and I know I've read some articles where some moms are like, oh, they don't need to be playing video games. I'm like, guys, come on, like, let your kid be a kid. I mean, come on. And this is a time where they could just have some fun to get their mind off of what's really going on. So I don't mind him being on his iPad and playing video games, and so he's really loving that. But he's adjusting very well. We're cooking together. We made some blueberry muffins the other day. We made some chicken piccata with some pasta, garlic bread. So just keeping him busy, cooking and playing games.
Yeah, that's all you can do, right?
Yeah.
How's your sister doing? I mean, I know that we're all sort of in quarantine right now. Are you able to see your family through all of this?
That, to be honest with you, has been the hardest part. Of course, I get to see my family, my husband and my children, but not being able to see, I don't know, about to cry. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. Oh, I wish I could, reach out.
Sorry. I don't mean to cry.
No, you're fine. This is so...
Nobody has asked that question, but not to be able to see my dad, my brothers, and my sister has been pretty hard because we're all very close, but we've handled it very well with with FaceTiming each other. So we've been FaceTiming each other. My brother the other day, he showed me what he made for dinner, and it's crazy how we're getting excited about the simple things, look what I made for dinner, I'm constantly checking up on his well-being, how are you doing emotionally, especially with my dad and my mom, because they're older. And that's why I think it's just so important to stay inside. You know what I mean? I always say, I've been saying, it's, safer at home, and staying at home saves lives. So, but anyway, I'm able to talk to my mom and my dad on FaceTime. We talk almost every day. My sister as well. We've been texting each other. She's doing well. She's, with her kids. But I believe that's been the hardest.
Yeah, of course.
Just not being able to, see your loved ones. But we're going to get through this. Yeah. It's all going to be good. So, sorry.
No, you're okay. I think we're all kind of feeling that way. And I also think about all the people who live alone and don't even have family to be with. And I think that's the heartbreaking thing about this. And it's really humanizing all of us, and it's making us realize we're all in this together. Whether you're a regular person, a celebrity, an athlete, whatever you are, we're all going through this. Do you guys
this together?
Yep. Do you have plans for after this, something you guys are gonna do or you can't wait to do with them?
Creed's birthday is coming up, and even Cairo's birthday is coming up. Cairo is May 5th, and I'm not sure, I don't know what's gonna happen. And we were planning on, going out to dinner as a family for Cairo's birthday because we threw a big birthday party for her last year. But for Creed, we were gonna go to Knott's Berry Farm. He's always wanted to go. So hopefully, that's in June. So hopefully once this is all over, and hopefully it'll be okay by June, to just take the whole family, out and, to the amusement park and celebrate my son's 9th birthday. So that's what I'm hoping to do, is just to have a huge celebration with my family and my brother and my sister and my mom and my dad, and all of us celebrate Kree's 9th birthday. Yeah.
Changing gears a little bit. I mean, your show is streaming on Netflix, and I know
Yes.
everyone that I've talked to, all they're doing is watching Netflix. How's the reaction been for you to people watching Family Reunion? Are you noticing?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, the coolest reaction for me is seeing how this show has been able to translate to different countries. So on my Instagram, a lot of people have been posting in their stories the show with me speaking in German.
That'd be a trip, I would imagine.
Right? Me speaking in French. One I think was even from Brazil. It's just been so rewarding to see that. So, and I'm talking about, the show is very multicultural. I'm not multicultural, multicultural and multi-generational.
Yeah.
So to see younger kids like it, to, older people liking it, to moms, like me liking it, and just seeing this range of people just enjoying the show has been really, really, really rewarding.
How has this time sort of affected your other projects? I know you were getting ready to maybe shoot some.
Yeah. I have to say there was one project, well, a lot of projects have been put on hold. But, right now it's like, that's not what matters. It's like, for me, what matters is we get this virus situation, we have a hold of it, and, we don't have, people dying from this. And that's kind of like what I've been focusing and putting my attention on, is just focusing on that. But I'm not alone. A lot of stuff has been put on hold, and a lot of, crazy stuff. Well, not crazy stuff, but a lot of stuff has been put to a halt. But none of that matters. Right now what matters is people, being healthy and safe and well.
I know a lot of people that I've talked to have said that this has made them feel almost more present. Do you feel like that's how it's been for you with your family? Yeah.
We even talked about, just with the whole Kobe Bryant situation the last time, just like, I think 2020 has just made me, and I feel like everyone else, just very present. Especially being in the house and just focusing on the things that matter. I told my husband, I said, I feel like after this situation, a lot of people are just going to have a different perspective and a different view on things. A lot of people are going to be changing their minds about whether it's their jobs or, whatever doesn't make them happy. They're going to be, moving towards things that make them happy. I just think that people are going to have a different perspective on things after all of this. And I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes we need to just sit down and, focus and be present on what's going on in front of us, not far out. You know what I mean? And and I think it's going to benefit all of us in the long run. So definitely being more present. I'm sure there are going to be some couples or married couples who are going to be like, wait a minute, who are you? Hey man, hi, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while,
Yeah, no, seriously though. I think it was your sister that posted, and she was really embracing the anti-beauty aspect of all of this. How are you handling that? I think as women, and especially in the industry, we kind of get caught up,
Yes, like the gray hairs and all that. Yeah.
Oh, we all have them. Groups.
I know.
Are half on, half off.
I mean,
how are you doing that?
You know what? I'm doing pretty good. I mean, look, my nails aren't done, and that's okay. My eyebrows, when I did my makeup today for you guys, I was like, let me just put on some makeup. I was like, ooh, my eyebrows are filling in, like, ooh. But, I think I had seen a video of, I don't know who it was, but they were some officials in Italy or something like that. And they were talking about how they were appalled at people who were ordered to stay home going to the hair salon. And it's like, guys, come on. That's not important. It's about putting things into perspective right now. What is important? Your health, other people's health, your well-being, your mental health. Like, let's focus on that. Like, let's not focus on if I have hair, growing and my eyebrows are no longer nicely coiffed and shaped. Like, come on.
It's almost a little bit freeing though, and a little bit nice to kind of like let things.
It is. I have shaved though.
I've done that. But like my hairs have been washed in 4 days.
Right. Well, I mean, if there are women out there that, want to grow their hair out, then do it. Do you, be you. But it's very freeing. It's very liberating. And these are the things that I think that we can learn once all of this is over, is like, to hold on to those things that you learned while you were in quarantine and apply it. Because there's a lot of lessons that are being taught, whether you want to believe it or not.
I know, that's another silver lining though, too, is all the lessons and how the educational side of all of this. I do want to play a rapid fire game with you, but before that,
you always like to play games.
I know. We're doing it with everyone just because it's kind of fun.
Okay.
Okay, your go-to quarantine snack or food of choice.
Go-to quarantine snack or food of choice would definitely have to be chips, whether that's barbecue chips, salt and vinegar chips, just the regular salty chips by Kettle. Mwah. Very satisfying.
I know, those are the best ones. They're barbecue.
Yep.
So good. Okay, what shows are you binging right now, and what is on your list to binge next?
Okay, so if you asked me this question prior quarantine, I mean, of course I would be telling you shows like, shows for adults. But now everybody's in the house, so it's like you have to watch family shows. Go Corey Carson, which is the kid.
Yep.
on Netflix.
That's so funny.
I've been binge watching everything on Disney Plus. So from Tangled, I cannot tell you how many times I've watched Tangled, Moana. Oh my.
That is hilarious.
So
we need to get you to be in a Disney
though.
movie, by the way.
Huh?
I want you to be a Disney movie, like a Disney princess.
Oh yes, that'll be so good. That'll be so fun. I've also binge watched. It's a movie, Proof Point, which was my brother's movie on Disney Channel. I haven't seen that movie, Taj Mowry. I haven't seen that movie in years. Yeah. So basically, it's been on Disney Plus. Okay. You know what my husband's been doing though? I think this is hilarious because there's no NBA. There's no games on.
I know.
So my husband is going a little stir crazy because that's all he watches. Like he watches basketball games all the time. So now he's watching old basketball games on YouTube.
Wait, that's actually sort of genius.
Yeah. So he'll just sit there and watch basketball games from like years ago. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's really funny, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any hobbies that you're taking up or anything that you used to love to do that now you have the time to do again?
Oh, that's actually a really, really good question. You know what I have to say? Like reading, I mean, I don't know when the last time I was able to pick up a book and like be able to actually read the book. I mean, I do a lot of audios because I'm in the car, I'm on the plane, I'm always on the go. But my husband actually he said it the other day. He was like, Tia, let's read a book together. When does that happen?
Yeah.
When does that happen? And I was like, okay, we just got to find a book to read together. But so that's definitely been something on my list that we're going to do together that we never thought about doing before.
Yeah. Husband and wife book club.
Reading.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Good call. Okay.
The other thing is, I think I'm going to be making pasta. I've never made pasta from scratch.
Like
homemade pasta. So I'm going to try I may do this live on my Instagram. I may not, but I'm going to have a really, really good friend of mine who knows how to make pasta from scratch. And we're going to FaceTime each other and we're going to learn how to make pasta together. So from scratch. So she knows how to make it. I want to know how to make it from scratch from her. So I can't wait to do that.
I feel like your kids are going to go crazy for that.
Right?
Yeah, and your husband too. Who doesn't
Yeah,
like pasta?
I know.
Okay, the first beauty appointment that you're gonna make after this is all done.
Definitely manicure and pedicure. Get my nails, my toes done. You know, it's just something that I was doing on, every 2 weeks I would do it. And then also get a massage. Oh my gosh, get a massage, go to the chiropractor, just those things. I'm like, feel good things. You know what I mean? Like, you need a good massage.
That we take
Or
for
chiropractor.
granted.
Huh? Yeah. I was telling my husband that too. I was like, look, see, these are the lessons. It's like we take so much for granted that you don't even realize that you do. Like, I would love to see my chiropractor right now, or get a nice massage from carrying chiro and like, oh, my back. But, just stuff like that.
Do you have maybe like a mental health tip, whether it's like doing at-home workouts, like anything that's sort of keeping you super
Yeah, definitely. What has been helping me is doing workouts at home. And I just did a live workout the other day on my Instagram. It was so much fun. Like 60,000 people. I was like, oh my gosh, it's incredible. Like to join in on a workout. Like, when does that happen? So that was really cool. I run on my treadmill. I'm a huge fan of Peloton. Oh my God. Like Peloton. Thank God I got my Peloton before all of this, because I think it's back ordered, like everything.
Sure, yeah.
So, but yeah, exercising has been important. Meditating, Calm. There's a Calm app that I use that is just incredible. I would say those things. I think it's important to keep moving, and then to just get outside every now and then. I'm even looking at the clouds right now, and I'm telling you, I have never seen the clouds in LA and the sky looks so clear and the clouds being so nice and puffy. Like, it's crazy, but just get outside, put your feet, it's called grounding, like put your feet on the grass, just so you can kind of like become one with nature a little bit. I actually told my dad to do that. And he was like, Tia, thank you so much for telling me to do that. And I told my dad to meditate as well. And that has really helped him.
Sort of a fun one. What's your like live-in outfit right now of choice? Are you sweats? Are you putting jeans on?
No. Okay. So I have my moments. So, like I said, we're 2 weeks in right now. We have a long way to go. I mean, I think they said maybe April something. Some days I'm in sweats, don't get me wrong. Like, some days I'm walking around in sweats feeling very comfortable, but other days I just want to dress up. Like the other day I put on my Instagram, my daughter and we were wearing the same dresses, like these lemonade dresses. And I just wanted to just, kind of get ready and just kind of get dressed and dressed up. So I have been walking around in kind of like flowy, springy dresses just to, get my mind off of, you're inside, and you can't really go outside.
Yeah. It's a way to like make ourselves feel a little bit better, right?
Yes, it is. It's almost like when they say, when you clean out your room or your closet, it makes you feel better, like your mood. It's the same way I feel like how it makes me feel when I just kind of get dressed for a minute. But I'm not like that all the time. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's too much. It's too much energy. But some days I do want to dress up and, do my hair and, look presentable.
Yeah, I get that. And then before I let you go, and by the way, thank you for doing this again with us. It's so nice of you.
Oh my gosh, no problem.
Do you have a message of hope that you want to give to your fans and people watching who are having a hard time right now or are confused by all the different reports in the news?
My message would be just to hang in there. And you're not alone. I think when you feel like you're not the only one that's going through this, like the whole world is going through this, it just makes you feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what I've been, meditating on, is that also I've been meditating on you're not alone, which has been really, really helping me out. And also to meditate on the things that you can control and not necessarily focusing on the things that you can't control. Because when you focus on the things you can't control, then that's when you start to, well, I know for me, I start to have anxiety and I just start to get anxious and I just don't feel good. But if I focus on the things that I can do, it makes me just feel a little bit better. So that's what I would want to tell everybody out there. You got this. We can do this. Stay inside. Staying inside saves lives. And just, have hope. It'll all be over soon. So, yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
You're the best always. I love talking to you.
Yeah, I love talking to you. That's why when you popped up on my screen, I was like, yes.
I know. You're seriously my favorite. So
Okay.
we'll have to do this again.
Yes.
Give your kids a big hug.
Will
Go
do.
stay inside, be safe, and
Thank you.
ET is sending you lots of love and hugs right now.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Thank you so
Bye.
much.